Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf in this video. Tea of the year 2020. One of the most difficult things that we have to do every year is try to pick our top tea of the year.
Yeah.
Was it a struggle for you?
Yeah, that's why I begged Don to do 5 and not 3.
Well, the
Like
top
top
5. Yeah.
Sorry, top 5.
And that in itself was so hard. We were going through the list of teas going, oh my gosh, like, oh, that one or that one or that one. We love all of our teas. And I think that one thing that's a bit unfair is that we've got our classics like the Imperial Greens and Amber Gabbers and all these ones that are like client favorites and our favorites. We've loved them for years and years and years. But they tend not to get a look in because we're sort of more focused on the new stuff. So it's worth giving some shout outs to some of those teas. Yeah. I seem to say it every year, Imperial Green.
Imperial Green, it just feels like every year is topped.
Yeah,
you know?
We topped it again.
Which is kind of crazy because I'm pretty sure last year we're like, oh my god, this year's Imperial Green is amazing.
Last year was more nutty, roast bean flavour. This one is super sweet.
Like super sweet and bright.
We've also got Huangshan Maofeng, Fur Peak came in, which I really, really love. Jade Fire was amazing in terms of a green tea. I also think green teas tend to sort of get left behind a little bit because it's sort of, we do this in the winter, we're more focused on the darker teas, and also, you know, the green teas sort of, their beauty is their elegance rather than their impact, let's say.
That's funny. Now I know that you definitely don't have a green tea in your top 5.
No, yeah, we shouldn't talk too much, but I will say ceremonial matcha this year was
matcha was amazing.
Is ridiculous. I mean, like, you know, it's an Uji Hickory mix. It's sort of like creamy. It's pretty much a master's matcha. But
yeah, exactly. I actually thought the same. I was like, that must be the master's matcha. Like, no, this is
I think a lot of people thought that.
It's really good.
Duck shit this year.
Duck shit.
Yeah, because of the fact that we got it extra roasted.
So good.
Really, really, really.
That roast was spot on.
Deep, warm roast.
I didn't know that you roasted it
we
more.
commissioned an extra roast on it.
That's
but I mean, you know, I said it in the last year's video, but we love all of our teas. We love them like our children because we would not select them otherwise.
No, we wouldn't get them.
The rule at Mayleaf, or the rule with us, is we would never purchase a tea that we wouldn't gift to our best friend. Yeah. And so we love them all.
Or drink every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or take with us on a desert island. So it is very, very difficult to select the winners. And I think from the outset we should say that of course our tea of the year is personal to us. It's our private collection Ayana cake. This cake was commissioned pretty much for our family. Let's leave it here. Yeah. And I know that we released some of it for you all to enjoy as well. But we're not counting this one because that's a sort of personal, private release.
That's like emotional. You know.
Yeah, that's our for those of you who don't know, this is the cake for the birth of our daughter, and that's her sort of her birth cake. Exactly. Right, so we have selected 5. I don't know if I don't know hers. She doesn't know mine, and they're in these clay pots. Although I will say that I'm almost certain that there's one duplicate. Because I could not find one tea on the shelf, so I'm assuming that it's in your anyway, let's see. Anyway, so you're going to go first. You're going to go from 5 to 1.
Okay.
And I'm excited to hear what your tea of the year is. So what's your fifth?
Okay,
fifth place.
So 5th place, it was kind of hard to decide, but I went with Honey Duchess.
Honey Duchess,
which is bug bitten Guifei, oolong, Taiwanese oolong, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one was it's delicious, like creamy. I love Eastern Beauty in general, but that one was like that taste, but creamier. So it was just like, oh yeah, it's delicious.
It is. It's an amazing tea. It was definitely in consideration for my top 5, but it didn't quite make it.
Really?
Yeah. But
I'm curious.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. Okay, I won't talk about mine. Okay,
it's true. You could have said it.
Okay, so Honey Duchess. Honey Duchess is number 5.
Number 5.
Okay.
Topping that was the Bad, B-A-D.
Do you have these in your clay jar over there? Do you want to?
Yeah,
pull some
I
out?
do. Oh yes, I do.
I won't look, so you can pull them out and show them to this camera here.
So Honey Duchess.
Show it here.
Sorry.
Honey Duchess, make sure it's in focus. Yeah.
God, I'm so bad at this. Yeah.
Honey Duchess.
Look at it. Looks so much like quite green, but it's so fruity.
Oh, it's super fruit, super honey.
It's amazing.
Such an amazing bug bitten tea.
Yeah.
Okay, and then bad.
Yeah. So this one.
Bizarrely
This
aged
one.
Tianhong.
Bizarrely
A real bizarre, crazy, amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, what a it's like there's some strange alchemy went on with this one here.
Yeah, and
that such a young tea tastes so aged.
And that's why I chose it, because that was the one that stuck in my mind the most, because it's such a crazy taste, but in the best possible way.
Yeah, impact. It's an impact tea.
It's an impact tea, exactly.
Okay, so that's your fourth. Third place?
Then third place is, of course,
Let me
friends...
guess. Oh, I hear a pouch. Okay, so I was going to guess a cake.
It's good. But this is not the official packaging, by the way.
All right, tell me. Go on.
Obviously. Bellini King.
Okay. Yeah, Bellini King are very, very much sought after. We only had a tiny amount. It sold out within a weekend.
Yeah.
2010 white peony. Amazing tea.
Let me show you those beautiful...
Is that all we've got left?
Yes. Oh. I know. Like,
we should have kept more for ourselves.
Yeah.
Be careful. Precious.
I'm saving you. Okay.
Yeah.
The things I do for you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so Bellini King, that again was a very, very close contender for me for top 5. In fact, I think it was like top 7.
I mean, even smelling through the bag, it's like sweets. It's like fruity, straight up. Yeah, peach candy sweets. I mean,
peach gummy candies, incredible. All right, so we've done a black, a white, and an oolong.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Okay, this is hard, but I went with Bling Rock Kingpin, which is this little baby here. Oh.
Yeah. The cat.
Yes, the cat. Sorry, upside down.
Yeah, the Kingpin with the jewel. A recent release, a very recent release, but a lot of people are showing a lot of love for this tea. I think this is going to be a future classic.
It's so delicious. I was having it for like a week every day when it came out. I just...
Yeah, super unique, so fruity.
It's fruity but creamy. Like
blackberries, black currants, taffy candy, just incredible. Yeah. All right, so you've done a ripe, you've done a black, you've done a white, you've done a oolong.
Yeah, true.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you've covered all bases. That's good.
I honestly didn't even think about that. I was just like, tasting.
So I don't think you'd have picked a green. Not that, it's actually, just so harsh on greens.
When you mentioned it, it's true. If we did this video
earlier in the year,
like springtime or summertime, I actually would have
First pluck Longjing.
I would have been like...
First pluck Longjing was amazing.
It's how you feel
or
at the
Jade
time,
Sword Supreme. Oh. This is why it was so difficult.
Yeah.
So difficult. Okay, so I'm going to guess you're going with a pu'er tea.
Oh, you're guessing it.
I'm going to guess you're a raw pu'er tea.
Oh.
And knowing you and how I've seen you in the last, 3 months.
Yeah. Wait. Do you want to... Because we have it in the...
Yeah, it's in here, right?
Yeah. Do you want
I
to
want to guess before. Oh, okay. I want to guess before because I'm pretty sure I know. It seems to be one that gives you a little spring in your step, and you seem to hit it at times when you feel like you wanna like have your little session because we're full-time parents, but she's an even more full-time mum, and so okay. Finding space is in your day is not that easy.
Thing. Yeah.
But I have seen you hit Tub Highness a lot.
I wonder.
And judging by that face, I think I'm right. Is it Tub Highness then? Yes. Take out the cake. Yes. Tub Highness, you have been. I don't know how many cakes you've gone through.
Oh yeah, I should do it that way.
But quite a few.
Yeah, Tub Highness is so like comforting, but the taste, the fragrance is like insanely floral, so like refreshing. It's just and sweet at the same time because
soapy as well.
I love the sweetness of my teas. And what?
And soapy
and soapy. Yeah, so it's like going into a bath. You don't want to be too sleepy when you have like a relaxing bath after a long day, but you still want to be relaxed, you know?
Right.
So this is what it gives me.
So it's like the Mandarin duck. It's like pampering at a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
It's your time.
Yeah.
Aya's gone to
That's
sleep.
me.
Aya's gone to sleep. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's the colours, not far off actually.
I swear, I did not think of that. That's amazing. I'm a Mandarin duck.
You're a Mandarin duck. That's your animal. So yeah, I mean, that's what I've noticed. When you have like, oh, I've got an hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to pamper myself. You tend to pull out the tub highness.
Yeah.
And I fully am with you. So bright, so full of aromatics.
Yeah.
Well, let's taste it.
And it gives you a nice buzz as well. It's not like, you know, it's not relaxing. Like
no,
it still
gives you a buzz, keeps you awake because you don't want something that's going to be too relaxing.
No, because otherwise, you know.
Especially with your sleep deprivation. Hello,
give me some entertainment.
Exactly. So yes, tub highness, an excellent choice. Why don't you warm up this TEAWARE here? Yeah. Get that junda nice and hot. You were going to pour into the guy one, weren't you?
Yeah.
So.
I'm too excited to go for it.
So quickly scope this tea. This is a season spring 2020. The cultivars de Daiyezhong. The origin is Guafangjai, very famous village in Yiwu, very, very close to the border on the east side of Sichuanbana area. And picking and processing up to 3 to 4 leaves. And the elevation, I believe, is around 1,200 meters, but don't quote me on it.
I can check. Can I check on that? Oh, you got it.
I got it. Yeah, 1,200 meters. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Junda.
I love this pot.
Yeah, the poor pot of choice.
I like that you chose that one too.
Yeah, don't let that influence you what tea I've picked. Oh, you did not mess around with leaves. Respect. Okay, go on then. You've had it lots, but go for it. Sniff again. And let us know why this is your tea of the year in terms of the taste and aroma. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had tub highness actually. So
it's just instant prunes, you know. One of my favorite first bit of smell.
It's
and
prunes.
Energy.
I also get the candy thing, like strawberry or raspberry candies.
100%. Yeah, I think it's
very
strawberry.
Sweet. Super potent aroma.
But there's also that like treacly sweetness that comes through.
Yeah, it's got that undercurrent of treacle, is
syrup.
Syrupy, something syrupy, something very herbal in there.
Yeah.
Fruity, dried fruits.
Yeah.
Candies, a little bit musky, very incensey. It's kind of like it hits everything, doesn't it? It hits it all. Which I think why you like it, isn't it? Because especially if you don't have that much time for a tea, you know, you want one that's gonna
give you satisfaction straight go, like even from smelling it, you know.
All right, let's use this as the rinse.
And it makes me feel so good, this tea. That's why I'm very excited.
How does it make you feel?
Like happy, energetic, but not jittery or not like hyped. Just good. Like just good. Just good.
Just good. All right, smell the wet leaf.
Okay.
Oh, no pets. We didn't bring any pets. Terrible.
It's my fault.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like pets should be my task in getting this ready.
Your task should be to train yourself not to take the blame for everything.
Oh. There you go. Oh my god. It gets like more of a fruity, herbaceous note to it when you wet the leaves.
It's got some funk to it.
Yeah. This tea is funky.
It's funk.
You know, the cover doesn't show that, but it is a funky tea.
Yeah. Well, the Mandarin duck is pretty funky. It has a sort of smell of a hammam, like a Turkish bath, like oils that you would use in a Turkish bath, but it's steamier and more exotic than like a 5-star hotel. You know, it's a little bit more like, you know, in the Medina, you know, in the souk. You know, it's sort of like got that.
But like you're surrounded with like those what are those desserts called with lots of honey.
Baklava.
Baklava. There we go.
Baklava, yeah.
Whilst you're eating a baklava, it's just so fragrant. It's so fragrant. Can I hit
thirsty. Yes, hit it.
Oops. Oops.
Elegant.
Yeah. It's my forte.
So the ODB pot. Whoops. Elegant. We're as bad as each other.
Yeah. I just remembered something. That's another thing that I like about this tea is I like to do blind tasting with people with this tea because every time I've done it, people that know me and has done it with me will remember. They get a bit shocked that it's this tea.
Why? Why are they shocked?
Because they don't. They think of their favorite like raw pours and they go, oh, it's that one for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, nope, it's tough.
Blind tastings are useful in that way to sort of recalibrate and reset what you think your preferences are. Because a lot of people sort of make decisions about, oh, that's my favorite, or that's my favorite aged white tea, and then it's like, okay, let's do a blind taste and see if you pick out your favorite. And oftentimes, in fact, I would say most of the time, people tend to pick different teas to what they think were their faves.
I'm guilty of that too.
Oh,
that's why I love blind tasting.
It's not a guilt thing though. I mean, in many ways, it's like it's great. I love the fact that you kind of be surprised. You can be surprised and say, "Oh yeah, wow, that surprised me."
Yeah,
that's happened many, many times. Okay, cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Tub Highness, Celine's tea of 2020, an excellent choice, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
It was in my top 10. Oh.
You see what I mean? It's just like
from the get-go.
From the get-go, you get honey, just honey that's like the most intense flowers. You know, not some like just sweet sugar honey. It's like a fragrant,
proper,
flowery,
deep floral honey.
Yeah,
it's a little bit medicinal, but more floral.
It's so delicious.
There's like a little grapefruit zest that I hadn't noticed before.
Oh yeah.
But I am getting those cooked pears.
Yeah. Like poached pears.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in syrup, you know.
And the freshness of laundry, like in the duck, you know, with her towels. You know, there's a sort of freshness as well.
I get more like of a soapy,
you
know, like those nice, I don't know, when you go to a nice hotel and they've got the nice soaps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that
Do
kind
you steal
of fragrance. Yes. Damn it, why do you say that?
I couldn't remember if you did. It's been a while since we've been in a hotel.
Always.
Oh, in China, you stash them up. But that's more out of necessity. It's like you never know when you're going to need...
It's just so useful. It's so small, you know. Anyway.
The aftertaste is what I think is my favourite thing of Tub Highness. Is it is such a long-lasting, potent, sweet, slightly musky, but also refreshing and zesty. It's like it seems to again tick all the boxes. It's a very complete tea, without a doubt. Very, very powerful, very aromatic. You understand why Guafang Jai is so well known, and it's a winning tea.
Sounds like you love it too.
I do love it. As I said, it was in my top 10.
It's not in your...
It's not, which is a good thing. It's a good thing because I like the fact that we've chosen slightly different teas, although there are some duplicates. But
sorry, am I hitting it again?
One more time.
Okay.
Oh, seems a shame not to.
Maybe you can go through your top 5s at the same time as us sipping, Feeling good on this
The
tea.
astringency on this tea is so measured. It's so perfect.
I was gonna say I don't even like taste astringency.
Well, it's a sensation, not a taste, but
Whoops.
but I do. I get astringency, and it's a very complete astringency. It covers my whole tongue, not in extreme way, but in a very complete way. So sometimes astringency only hits certain parts of your tongue. This hits my whole tongue, and then the juiciness that comes from the underside is so sweet, and it's so well measured, that astringency, because
So true.
it's exactly the right level where you're like ooh, and then the juiciness comes and the sweetness comes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so my
You gotta do a close up of that one. Every time there's a close up of my face, I'm like, what about your face?
Ooh. Okay. Well, you've asked for it now. It probably has happened. Okay, so do you want to go through my teas?
Yes. I'm so excited to hear.
Okay, so
I'm hoping that there's
it's such
one
a shame,
other
though. This
one.
is such a delicious tea. I want to keep drinking it.
I'm hoping that there's one, because there's another one that I was like, oh, this one or this one.
Oh, there were plenty of those.
But,
it's good you managed to pick some. Okay, number 5. Ready for number 5 of my
Yes.
top 5?
Yes. Hit it.
Number 5 is flower
Oh my gosh, of course.
Flower crane.
Oh, I'm so glad you did that.
A remarkable tea, because it's a white tea that has all of the terroir accents of a Yunnan pu'er tea, of a raw pu'er tea. It's got so much of that crossover with that wild fruity foresty note of these ancient arbor forests. So this is our dashu white tea flower crane. For those of you who didn't pick it up or who want more, and we get messages regularly about this tea, the rest of our batch of this tea is coming. So we only got half of our batch, which sold out very, very quickly. We weren't expecting it to sell out that quickly, but more is on its way, but it'll probably be the beginning of next year.
It's a great one.
Amazing tea.
It's a
amazing tea.
great tea.
Number 4 actually was the one that I was looking for on the shelf, and that is bad.
Oh my god.
So so bizarrely aged Tianhong. Just
So, did I do it for as well?
yes, you did.
Oh my gosh.
So
funny.
both of our 4th place teas is bad. Again, we said it before, but just so unique, so interesting, and I think is going to be something that we want to continue to experiment with, is how we can get this level of age out of a black tea. Amazing tea.
Agreed.
Number 3. Number 3.
I can't
Again.
even. I actually can't guess what you're gonna pull out.
Well, you actually did it already. Bling Rock.
Oh my goodness.
Bling Rock Kingpin. So we both have this in our top 5, and I think
That's cool.
I kind of imagined we would, because we, since release and even just before, we were hitting this hard. Like every time I was like, what should we drink? Bling Rock, Bling Rock, Bling Rock.
What do you feel like? Bling Rock.
Bling Rock, Bling Rock. So I love this tea. Fruity, unique, incredible.
Yeah.
Second place.
Oh.
What do you think it's going to be?
Oh.
So I've done
I feel like it
a
has
black
to be,
tea, I've done a right pu'er, and I've done a white.
I feel like it's gonna be like the raw pu'er is either gonna be your first or your second.
You think I'm going to do an oolong or a green or a yellow?
Oh my god. Maybe an oolong on second place and then a raw on first place.
Here we go. Second place. And I said it at the beginning of the year that this may be my tea of the year. Didn't quite make it,
Alright.
but was very close. Calamansi Sweeper.
Oh my god, you went on and on about that one. When we first
bleeping love this tea.
Bleeping.
I bleeping love this tea. I mean, this tea rocked my world for the first half of this year.
Oh my god, you didn't stop drinking it, like, literally, yeah.
The zest monster.
The zest monster.
The swooper. The amazing Dahe-shan. Incredible tea. I love this tea so much.
Oh my
so
gosh.
that's my
let me see again. It's been
second.
so long.
It's been a while since you've seen that one.
Oh.
I feel like we're going to get messages saying, you got some extra cakes, you might want to... Yeah. No, they're ours. Stash is ours.
Yeah, it's
okay,
that one.
so do you want to guess? This might surprise some people what my first tea of the year is.
Oh my god, okay, so if that was a pour, then... No, can it be an oolong? Did you go for an oolong? You did it. You did it right already. So I'm a bit sad about one because there's one that I really like.
Okay, well, it might be this one. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this by saying the reason why I've selected this tea is because probably in the same way as Tub Highness for you.
Yeah.
It is the tea that I just drank the most of this year. It's the tea that I just. It sort of like was my late night companion.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I think I know which one then.
Like it was my you know what? I'm gonna stay
so
up.
happy right now.
I'm gonna stay up and think, or I'm gonna stay up and chat with some people, and I just want something that's gonna keep me awake, put me in a great mood, chatty and happy, but not too hyped, and just is my absolute late night friend.
Yeah, the success of After Party Enchanter. Oh my god,
you got it, girl.
That's the other one that I was debating between Bling Rock and Milk Float because it's also bloody insanely
Milk
amazing.
Float Nomad, and that made so I picked 2 ripes in my top 5, which was sort of shocking to me because I loved so many of the teas, but I could not put Bling Rock in. But this tea, well, you've seen me.
Yeah.
How much have I gone through Milk Float?
Yeah.
And so I've just felt like, you know what? On the basis of just simply how much I drunk this tea and how much I always went back to this tea, especially when I felt like I needed to sort of unwind and just find myself in a slightly more creative, altered state that I could sort of think through ideas and, or be social, very social tea, this one.
Very social tea.
I mean, and it's just so Moorish. You just keep going back to it.
Yeah. If you have tried After Party Enchanter in the past, this is honestly, it tops it. I would say it tops it.
I think so too. I think so too. And I didn't think that would be an easy thing to do.
No.
So, yes. Milk Float Nomad, I think the best thing to do, since all the cameras are set up, you want to slide this across.
Oh yeah, good idea.
That's probably the best thing to do.
Oh, yes, it's perfect.
And
la la la.
The Nomad is already in this guy one.
Alrighty.
Okay, heat up the niching.
Niching, so beautiful.
Milk Float Nomad. Scoping of this tea, this is Spring 2010 Daye from Bulang. It's Gong Ting pickings, so super fine pickings. You can see the pickings here. How amazing they are. So fine, lots of gold, golden buds in there as well. Incredible picking, and elevation again escapes me. But I will say it is 1,500 meters approximately. And there's a new cake that I've just broken into.
Oh no!
It's okay. It'll go very quickly. Let's have a sniff of those dry leaves.
Sorry, a bit slow.
That's all right. I should say that if you're watching at the time of this release, it is now Black Friday sales on at Mayleaf. So head over to mayleaf.com and you can get free worldwide shipping. And we've discounted over 50 items. And if you're not taking part in our Fractal Safari game yet, then get involved because you could stand a chance of winning every single tea cake release of 2021. Plus, you could also win our special Christmas tea release. Very excited to release that one, and it's a fun game. So get involved. You can catch up. Don't worry. You've got until I believe the 19th of December to catch up until the last clue is released.
By the way, great idea. Obviously, Don's idea and great game.
Helped a lot by the creativity giving of Milk Float Nomad. I find it a really creative tea.
That was around that time that you,
hitting the Nomad and trying to come up with wacky ideas for competitions.
Oh my gosh, so nutty.
I've had this so much that...
I've been having Bling Rock, so this is...
Oh, it's very different. This is
a
almost
true-
like the absolute opposite spectrums, isn't it?
Yeah, opposite. It's nutty and treacly, and Bling Rock is like fruity and like a sweet.
This is like malt biscuits, the malted milk biscuits.
Oh yeah.
That seal is
Petit
leaning
beurre
against.
biscuits.
Yeah, those biscuits.
I used to eat those all the time as a kid.
Baked breads, oat biscuits, a bit of fudginess happening as well.
Yeah, but so nutty, no?
Incroyable.
No?
Yeah, which nut though?
I'm getting like hazelnut, I think. Oh, marron?
Marron, yeah.
What's
Yeah, chestnuts.
Chestnut.
Chestnuts. Yeah, hazelnuts, chestnuts. Sorry, am I...
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's one of those tea etiquette things.
I do like to do my own. I do like to do my own brewing. So, but it's fine because
I think I've done all of the brewing so far. Because I want to
You're a bit
speed things
like-
up. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, have a
bit
sniff.
too slow.
Sorry.
That's
I
alright.
will. I will slow down.
I'm used to it. No,
I'm conscious of how long these videos are.
True. Oh my god, I missed it.
It smells different in the niching. It's interesting.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
niching
say.
sort of adds a certain
Is it the niching that I'm
As a
getting
certain-
like?
oaty, oatiness to it.
So oaty.
But still, il flottant.
Il flottant.
Custard, meringues.
Yes.
But just with a little bit more of a sort of oat biscuit rather than a milk biscuit.
Yeah.
The Nomad.
Oh my gosh. I love these tea sessions. I love doing these videos because I get full on tea session. No interruptions.
Yeah, well, I'm very conscious of the fact that Aya's probably crying with my...
No, don't say that.
Mother's-
She's fine.
She's fine. She's fine.
Ruining my vibe right
Sorry,
now.
she's totally fine. She's totally fine.
It's alright. She loves Don's mom. So
Yeah, no, she's having fun.
ready?
But she misses her mama sometimes. Okay, go.
I don't mind that. My little treasure.
It has that sort of pour over coffee lightness to it.
Oh, that's
and
true.
luminosity to it.
Yes. You see what I mean about Dutch Highness? It just gives you that happy vibe, you
Yeah, I
know?
love it. And we've never done a back-to-back of Tub Highness and Nomad. That's going to be...
Oh,
Because they're sort of quite
Yes,
complementary
true.
in their vibes.
that's very true.
Okay.
They may enhance each other even more.
Synergy. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
My tea of the year may raise a few eyebrows. Milk Float Nomad.
Doesn't to me. I think it's great.
Doesn't tea... Oh. Give it a moment. That...
Make space for tea.
Oh, yeah. Make space for tea.
Oh.
That creaminess, vanilla. It's almost got vanilla custard, like just straight up vanilla custard on the front.
100%. You know what? And it gives you that feeling of like, you know, all those annoying things that are happening right now
Yeah.
in the world that
Yeah.
you just, it's just depressing.
Yeah.
This makes you just forget
Yeah.
that for a bit.
Yeah. No, totally. And I think that's probably
This is why I
the
love
main
tea.
reason why I've been hitting this tea so much, because it just has put me in that exact mood where I'm like, okay, yes, there's all this chaos happening. You know, there's lockdowns and businesses shutting and stress and fear being propagated everywhere. But
Yeah.
like, let's just focus on what we can do. Let's be creative. Let's have some fun. Let's, you know,
Take
chat
care
a
of
little
yourself.
bit. Let's settle.
Yeah.
You know,
Check in with yourself.
probably if
you
it
know?
wasn't for all of the craziness that's been happening, it might be this year would have been a slightly different tea, but similar to
Oh,
you,
true,
you know, like
true.
because
Oh
you,
my gosh, so true.
because
Yes.
of the fact that your time has been tight, you went for a tea which is really potent,
Yeah.
aromatic.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm actually curious what you guys have been choosing for your tea of the year, considering how crazy this year has been.
So we need to know your teas of the year.
Your turn.
Hit them in the comments section. Just let us know what is the cream of the crop, the top of the pyramid, the pinnacle tea for you this year, and maybe even why. Like why did it get your top spot? Let's brew some more.
Hit your top spot.
This is just such a drinkable tea. You can just it's the easiest drinker. It just goes down like a treat.
It's so creamy and sweet. Oh my gosh. And that sort thick, of, you know, it's like, And that candied coconut. This is what I love about it, is the aftertaste. It leaves you with a different character. In the mouth, it's very sort of creamy and all those things we were talking about. But afterwards, the spice tends to come through. A little bit of that, you know, some sort of candied coconuts and toasted little nuts. Oh my gosh, yes.
You know?
Yeah, no, definitely get that.
A little bit of a fennel seed just there as well.
And I get a bit of cinnamon as well.
Yeah.
You know?
The spices come out.
That's true. There's a lot
like a juicy, spicy, juicy sweet. Almost like a sort of chai-like sweetness in my mouth. Yeah.
I didn't want to say chai, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes. With maybe a bit of chocolate. Milk chocolate.
I'll just have a sip of yours to find out.
Oh, I thought that was yours for some reason.
Just
like
comfort. Pure comfort.
Sorry.
That's all right. Oops. All right, one more infusion of this. Let us know your teas of the year. We'd be very interested to know.
Yeah, I love reading the comments just to see what you guys are drinking. It's always very interesting.
There's a little button mushroom note happening in the empty cup.
Button mushroom?
Yeah.
Really?
In the empty cup. Little button mushroom note. Very nice.
You must have a very good nose because I can't smell.
Can't smell the button mushroom?
No, I smell golden syrup.
Button mushrooms and golden syrup. That's not something you would naturally whip up in the kitchen, but as an aroma, it's pretty fab. Fab. Wow.
Fab. You never say fab.
That really is weird.
What is that? Sounds very...
Sounds very 80s.
Yeah.
Fab. Maybe fab is making a comeback. All right, so we're starting to go into nonsense talking.
Sorry, guys.
So
how many teas have you actually gone through this year?
Yes, I promised everyone we would count.
I've seen him count on his phone.
How many teas, and I have written down.
Every time he's got a tasting, he's like, oh wait, I need to add it to my phone.
I've been
like, what?
very good about it. I've been very religious about it.
I'm very intrigued by it. Actually.
And it is November, and there are still samples coming in, so it's gonna be more than this.
Well, that's really
but
low. White
teas, we tasted 110 different white teas this year.
Do you want me to add them up?
I can do it. Excel sheets, you know.
You
Magic.
Know? You know.
Green teas, we tasted 145.
Wow.
Green teas this year. Yellows, less yellows. We tasted 28 yellows.
Yeah, there's never as much, is there?
Oolong, we tasted 216 oolong. So oolong is
that doesn't surprise me.
The most.
For some reason.
Black teas, we tasted 116 black teas.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm. Sheng Pu'er, raw pu'er, we tasted 115 different samples of raw pu'er.
God, we're so lucky sometimes.
And ripe teas, HR, ripe teas in general, ripened teas, 86 ripened teas. And that gives us a grand total of 816. So I was actually out. Wow. I always say we taste close to 1,000. It's close. After the end of the year, by the end of the year, it'll be probably nudging up 850 or so.
Yeah.
And we selected this year 79 teas. So when I say we have about a 90% fail rate, and don't forget that these teas are all really high quality teas from really high quality producers and farmers. So we select 10%. So I wasn't too far off on my guesstimation. I thought we tasted closer to 1,000, but 816 so far this year by the sort of end of November.
I'm a bit shocked.
And, what, you thought it was less than that?
Yeah, for some reason, because it comes in batches, so...
Yeah, but those batches when they come, like...
True. You did most of the tasting this year, though.
Yeah, I did. There you go.
And these are the cream of the crop.
So from 816 teas down to 79 teas that we purchased. I'm not talking about tisanes because I didn't count those. No. 79 teas that we purchased. My top out of the 79, out of the 816.
Oh my God.
Is this. The Nomad, Milk Float Nomad. And yours is the Tub Highness.
Yes.
Both pu'er teas, both Yunnan teas. Yeah, that could have been predicted. Although last year I did pick Shifu's pudding.
Yeah, and I picked
Undercover DHP. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
We both picked oolong, so there you go. All right.
But not so. What's the word? Predictable. We're not so predictable.
Yeah, we'd like to think we're not anyway. All right, that's it, tea heads. Check out our other videos, taste our teas wherever you are in the world by browsing mayleaf.com and come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, this is Celine and I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags, keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word because nobody deserves bad tea.
Yes.
Bye.